Teague, congratulations. What a win. I mean, things were up for grabs still, even, coming into that last quarter. You must be pretty impressed. I mean, Sam Walsh and Harry Mackay in particular, but you'd be absolutely wrapped with that last term.
Yeah, probably the second half. I thought we changed the game at halftime. I think in the third quarter, we just didn't get the most from our opportunities. We got the ball down there and we probably gave up a couple of easy scores. But they stuck at it, and I thought in the last, we got the reward on the scoreboard. And it was a weird day again, no crowds. We're really looking forward to the game with the Peter Mac Cup, and Michael and David, who came down to training this week, were going to be here with us. So we would have loved to be able to share that game with all our fans. So I can only visualise and imagine how our fans would have been at the end of the day. So to all those out there that have been touched by cancer, we're thinking of you. And it's not easy, and hopefully you have plenty of support around you.
What did you think of Walshy in particular? I mean, your captain's down. We're sort of running out of words to describe young Sam, and he seems a genuine sort of Brownlow medal contender now. But, I mean, that goal late in particular, what did you make of his work rate and his performance today?
Similar. He does that. His work rate is never questioned. He works as hard as any player I've been involved with, and that's not just game day, that's throughout the week to prepare himself from a recovery point of view and from a training point of view. But he just wills his way, and it's his turn to own this Carlton Football Club along with his teammates at the moment, and create what they want to create. And I thought the way they came together, and we didn't play great footy early. I thought our ball use, we rushed it, we got caught into handball chains, and we turned the ball over, and we allowed them then to move the ball from one end of the field to the other. But once we connected as a group and we used the ball together as a team, and we defended as a team, I thought it was one of our better performances, and Sam led that, but I think he had lots of other guys. I thought Paddy Dow and Matthew Kennedy through the midfield particularly were really strong. Fisher and Samo went in there as well. So it's probably a bit of a different look midfield than we've had over the past few years, and to see those guys step up against quality opposition was really pleasing.
What about Harry Mackay, David? He didn't have much of a touch in the first three quarters, but really grabbed it by the throat in the last quarter.
Yeah, he got caught a bit under it at times today. Was getting a bit short on the ball, and then once he got that right, he got a good look, and he's been marking the ball well when he can get the ball in front of his eyes, and we saw that late. And sometimes that's what playing, particularly as a forward, is. You've got to be able to get it to ground at worst, and I think he was doing that early, but he just wasn't turning him into marks. And then as the game went on, we got a bit more speed in the ball, used the ball better, which gave him some more one-on-one looks, and we saw he took some great contested marks, and he kicked beautifully in front of goal. So I thought he wasn't alone. There's a couple of other forwards down there probably was similar in that sense. It didn't quite wasn't going their way, but they stayed involved. I thought some of the pressure from the smalls to keep the ball in our front half, and then our defenders' ability to come up and to pin the ball in our half in the second half was probably as pleasing as we've done it for a while.
David, can you talk us through what the messaging's been to guys like Matt Kennedy and Paddy Dow, who haven't necessarily been walk-up starts the whole way through this year, but the last month or so have come back into the team and started to have a real impact?
Yeah, the message is about being the best player that they can be, and then being the best teammate they can be. And whether that's at training, whether that's playing in the VFL or playing at AFL, it's about getting better, growing and learning. And I feel we've created a strong environment for that. And sometimes you don't get your opportunity. Sometimes that can be really frustrating. But if you keep working on your game, when you do get your opportunity, you're more likely going to grab it. And we've seen those two guys, and there's been others throughout the year as well. Lead Stocker worked really hard and to get an opportunity. Tom Williamson's coming to the team. Matthew Cottrell's gone back and played really well, and Ernie's right to come back into the side. So it's a mindset of getting better and growing and becoming the best player and the best person you can be. And I think those two guys have shown that they've worked really hard, and we're starting to see that. And I think they're starting to get some real belief in themselves, and I know their teammates are definitely getting belief in them.
David, it's possible you can play finals with another 3 wins from the last 5 games. Do you use that as a carrot?
3 wins will get you finals, will it?
Yeah.
Not really. I know that's where we want to go, but we want to go there over the longer journey and for a long time. if we go there to win every game. So we want to win 5 games for the rest of the year, and the ladder and the outcome will take care of itself. For us, it's about playing to our identity, playing to our brand, and executing that, and that's our focus. And we know that we're good enough if we can do it for long enough. And against the quality opposition, it's hard. It's hard to play your way for the whole game, but I feel we're growing, and we'll continue to grow, and that's our challenge.
Would it be a failure if you didn't play finals this year?
I don't think so. I don't think it's a failure. It's about getting better. It's about connecting. It's about this group going forward. And I think particularly over the last 4 or 5 weeks, we've seen some growth, and we need to continue to grow as a group. And that's where we're at right now. Yes, this football club want to play finals, and we want to play finals every year. But where we're at the moment, I'm really enjoying seeing some of the guys' individual improvement, and then the collectiveness, the cohesion. That's probably the one. The guys getting to play games together, and to look at Zach Williams and Adam Sard across halfback today, their ability to start to gel with their teammates. And I think that will only get better going forward, and will give us our best chance of playing finals in the future.
David, the side hasn't really been able to string together a series of wins. I don't think you've had 3 in a row since late 2019 over the last couple of seasons. But what's going to take now for this side to go on a little bit of a run and put itself in that chance to play finals?
Oh, playing good footy, good preparation. We need to recover really well now from this game, and then we need to train well, prepare well, and the good teams do that. They consistently turn up, and that's where we've got to continue to grow. And I thought even today, our first half, our effort was there. We're cracking in, but just our ball use and our composure at times, and even our defence, we probably sat back a little bit. But it's consistently sticking to the game plan and working together as a group. And I think over the last 4 or 5 weeks, the group is starting to really have confidence, not only in themselves, but in each other. And we've got to grow that. That's our challenge to get those results going forward. And
Charlie Curnow got through a scratch match this morning. Did you see any of that? What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I went to that. They had a bit of match simulation. He looked good. He got out there, he ran around, he was smiling. I think everyone was really happy to see him out there. I think as from a performance point of view, he was a little bit rusty. He actually looked really good on ground level. His ground ball takes were really clean. He did go for one big grab late in the game, but he didn't quite mark it. But it was exciting to see him launching at the ball the way we know Charlie can. So I think he'll get a lot of confidence out of that. Now he'll need to see how he pulls up and the recovery phase. It was a pleasing outing for him.
Paddy Cripps a certainty to come back next week?
Oh, I presume so. It was touch and go. On Thursday, he was going to play, and then by Friday, he felt that he just couldn't get the job done to the level that he wanted to, and he knew there was guys to come in and do that. And we saw that with Kennedy probably really stepping up, and Dow, and Fisher got a little bit more on ball time as well. So I think he should be right for next week.
Obviously, tough week. Obviously, tough week for young Jack Silvani. Looked very emotional there. After the game, David, can you give us an insight into how he's been able to handle, the obvious difficulty this week?
He's handled it well. It's never easy. I know from the whole Carlton Football Club point of view, our thoughts and best wishes go out to the Silvani family. Obviously, Serge had a great career, and then Stephen, and now Jack's forging his. And I actually felt for Jack. He got his hands to a few balls early, and they didn't stick. And I was thinking it could get frustrating. I didn't know how much energy he burnt throughout the week, but the way as the game went on, I thought he continued to bring effort and had a greater impact. And I don't know if it was anyone. He looked like he took a bit of a hanger there at one stage, and I haven't seen him get that high for a while. So he had a little bit of support from someone there. But Jack's handled it really well. Obviously, his teammates and Jacob Weedy got him to lead the team off the field. He's as passionate as anyone around the Carlton Football Club. He's been connected with the football club for a lot longer than most, and to see him get the result today for Jack, but I think also for his family, I think that's a really nice touch.
David, just back to Charlie. Does the fact that it wasn't a proper VFL game and it's sort of just a match simulation, does that affect his potential comeback? I mean, is this seen as effectively step one in terms of X amount of VFL games he needs to play to get back, if that makes sense?
Yeah, no, his workloads and what we required from a physiological load was we got exactly what we wanted out of it. So that'll class as what we plan to do this week, and then we'll just reassess going forward. Now it's a little bit on how he pulls up and also how he performs. So yeah, I think he looked pretty happy at the end of the day. So that was the bit we all loved. We saw him smiling in out in the field and wearing that navy blue jumper, and I know fans can't wait to see him back in real games.
Is there any chance he could play an AFL game before the end of the season, David, or does he not have the condition? Like, is that just unrealistic?
No, his plan is to work his way back into the team. So from a conditioning point of view, he'll be able to do that. It'll then come down to a form point of view, and if he continues to grow, his form today was pretty solid. So we have a lot of confidence and belief in Charlie. So it'll probably more depend on how he's pulling up from each game, and then we'll take it each week and see where it leads.
Thank you, mate.
All good. Thanks, Gary.